Okay, so to have a great rivalry, you got to have a great opponent. The University of Texas has been just that for Oklahoma. So what is it about Texas that makes them a great opponent for OU?
Well, first of all, they're the University of Texas and state school. They have a lot of money, a lot of fan base, a lot of wealthy people support that school, graduated that school, and they contend for national championships and in that era. They're late, they haven't, but they have, during that period of time, Oklahoma and Texas were the only two great schools that were winning national championships, and the good high school football players want to go where good things happen, and good things happen for them when they play on teams that win championships.
What does this Red River rivalry game mean every year, both to you as a head coach and to the football program?
Well, when I was here at the Big 8 conference, it was that then, and that was probably the biggest game for our fans. It wasn't necessarily for our football team, because the Big 8 Conference Championship was our goal, and you had to go through Nebraska to make that happen. And so our two big games were Texas and, of course, Nebraska. But Texas was so important because there's no one ever graduated from the University of Texas went north of the Red River and make it 11, but there's a lot of kids that come to school up here from Texas that go back south of the Red River to make 11. So all over Texas, 30-something million people live in Texas, only 3 million people here in the state of Oklahoma. They have many groups of West Texas and Dallas and Houston of Sooners, and many Sooner clubs, and so it's very important for the Sooner fans that live down there that we win this game for them, for them to live in the communities down there. It makes it a lot better from year to year.
And then if you win that game, that's got to help recruiting down there, right? You beat Texas down in their state.
Without a doubt. Texas, when I was in the 70s and 80s, there were no dominant teams other than the University of Texas, and realistically could win national championships back in Oklahoma and Texas were doing that. And good players want to go where good things happen, and we were able to recruit successfully there. We won with a lot of Texas players. I've always said the reason I recruited so hard in Texas, I wanted to give their high school athletes the opportunity to win championships too. So we had a lot of success recruiting great players out of Texas, and they contributed greatly to our success.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it, the Red River. You can see it's red tints from a type of runoff in the system, aptly named. To my left, an interstate. To my right, a railway bridge securing the freight of a nation. Behind me, the state of Oklahoma. Beneath my feet, the state of Texas. Beyond my view, in front of me, an adult video store calling to weary travelers. This is what it's all about, a border war. Texas versus Oklahoma in more ways than one. And the Fifth Down CFB Tour has just crossed the proverbial Rubicon. We're headed to Austin, then we're headed to Dallas, and we're going to watch these two fine universities battle it out. But the tour has crossed into Texas. We're out here in front of the Julius Whittier statue at the University of Texas. This is a fairly recent installation. Julius Whittier is famous in Longhorns history for being the first black varsity athlete to play for the Longhorns. He was on the freshman team in 1969. He joined the varsity in 1970. And he contributed to 3 consecutive Southwest Conference title teams, including the 1970 national championship team. Went on to a distinguished career. Darrell Royal brought him on the team. Darrell Royal was friends with LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson, the President of the United States. LBJ encouraged Whittier to take his education further. He did, and he became a distinguished practitioner of the law in Texas for many years afterwards. So this is the Julius Whittier statue. He's an interesting guy. You can find a lot about him on the internet. He did not consider himself much of a pioneer. He considered himself part of the team and found Texas conducive to what he was trying to do, and Darrell K. Royal, a fair coach for him. So Julius Whittier, check him out if you're interested in significant college football history. Oh, look at that. I can see the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.